Dear students, in this video we'll solve some of the questions of the science paper of CBSE class 10 2010 paper. The question number 1 is, what changes in the color of the iron nails and copper sulfate solution do you observe after keeping iron nails dipped in copper sulfate solution for about 30 minutes? So let's first write the chemical equation involved here, that is iron plus copper sulfate solution will give you, because iron is above copper, so it will be able to displace copper from the copper sulfate solution, because iron is above copper in the activity series, and iron is more active than copper, and therefore iron will be able to displace copper from copper sulfate solution. So it will form, by displacement of copper from CuSO4, it will form ferrous sulfate plus copper. The color of the iron nails is obviously brownish, and copper sulfate solution is blue in color, and when you keep the two in contact for about half an hour, then what will you get? You will get a green, dirty green solution of ferrous sulfate, which, that is, ferrous iron is obviously green, as you all know, and copper coating will be formed on the iron nails, and the color of copper is reddish brown. So you will get this color change in the following reaction. The reddish brown coating will be formed on the iron nails, and the blue color of copper sulfate solution will change to the green color of ferrous sulfate solution. If the reaction is reversed, it will not take place because of the placement of iron and copper in the activity series. Next question is, what happens when an aqueous solution of sodium sulfate reacts with aqueous solution of barium chloride? State physical conditions of reactants in which reaction between them will not take place. Write balanced chemical equation and type of reaction. So let's first write the reaction. There is an aqueous solution of sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4, and in bracket we'll write aqueous, plus barium chloride, again it is an aqueous salt solution, so we'll write in bracket aqueous, and it will give you barium sulfate and a precipitate of barium sulfate. A white precipitate is formed of barium sulfate here, which is an insoluble salt, plus 2NaCl, that is the soluble salt sodium chloride which remains in the solution. First let's check whether the equation is balanced or not. 2Na, 2 chlorine, barium 1, and sulfate radical and sulfate radical. So this is balanced equation. So first the question is, what happens when both the solutions are mixed together? So you will write the white precipitate of barium sulfate will be formed. So answer number 1 will be white precipitate formed or observed. Second is, state the condition in which the reaction between them will not take place. Now here you can see the reaction is taking place only between the two soluble salt solutions. अगर ये दोनों solid होंगे, if both will be solid, then the reaction will not take place, because one of the essential conditions of the reaction is, कोई भी अगर सब्सटेंस है, अगर वो सोल्यूशन फेज में है, तभी रिएक्शन तेजी से होता है, क्योंकि कोलिजन मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में तेजी से होता है, दे फ्रीक्वेंटली कोलाइड विद वन अनदर. अगर एक सॉलिड में होगा, अगर दोनों सॉलिड में होंगे तो रिएक्शन नहीं हो पाएगा. दे शुड बी in close contact with each other for the reaction to take place. So the reaction will not take place if they are in solid state. So answer is solid state. In solid state the reaction will not take place. You can write here in solid state. Next is write balanced chemical equation that I have already written. This is answer number 3rd in this case. And name the type of the reaction. This is obviously a double displacement reaction, because double displacement or a double decomposition reaction because the cation of one salt is combining with the anion of another salt, and cation of second salt is combining with the anion of the first salt. So the reaction takes place by interchanging of the radicals. Therefore it is called as double displacement reaction, and it is because in this a precipitate is formed, an insoluble salt is formed. It is also called as precipitation reaction. Double displacement reaction are of two types: precipitation and neutralization reaction. So in this case it is precipitation reaction because it leads to the formation of a insoluble salt, that is precipitate. Now next question: name the functional group of organic compounds that can be hydrogenated with the help of suitable example. Explain hydrogenation with conditions and any one change in the physical property with the formation of the product. Name any one natural source of the organic compounds that are hydrogenated. Now the functional group of the organic compound that can be hydrogenated is, first answer is double bond. You can hydrogenate double bond. You can also hydrogenate triple bond also, but here we are taking double bond. So for double bond we are taking alkene, that is ethene, that is CH2 double bond CH2. This is, we are taking example, this is ethene, and this when treated in presence of hydrogen and nickel is a catalyst at 200 or 300 degrees Celsius. Okay, here 200 or 300 degrees Celsius, you will get hydrogen will add. How it will add? I will remove this double bond and one hydrogen will attach with each carbon atom. ये हाइड्रोजन जो है वो यहाँ ऐड हो जाएगा और बाकी जो H2 है वो एज इट इज इसके ऊपर रहेगा, लीडिंग टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ एल्केन्स. तो इथीन से क्या बन रहा है यहाँ पे? इथेन. तो इस प्रोसेस में क्योंकि हाइड्रोजन ऐड हो रहा है इसलिए इसको हम हाइड्रोजनेशन प्रोसेस कहते हैं. जनरली यहाँ पे निकल कैटलिस्ट लिखा रहता है, बट यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज गोल्ड, platinum and palladium also you can use because they have occlusion power. These elements have great occlusion power. And what is occlusion? That is adsorption of hydrogen gas on the surface of these metals, which increases the reaction manifold, and the temperature is this, and will convert the unsaturated compound into the saturated compound. Next you have to write the conditions I have already written, the catalyst and the temperature, and any change in the physical property. With the help of this process, the the change in the state is liquid oils are converted, liquid vegetable oils are converted into semi-solid fats, that is ghee, which is a semi-solid fat. Or you can also simply write from liquid to solid, the change in the physical state is with the formation of the product, that is ethane. Name any one natural source of the organic compound that are hydrogenated. Obviously you can write any one source of this alkene. It may be present in vegetable oils or in petroleum products. By the cracking of petroleum products we can obtain this alkene or ethene. So these are the natural sources of the alkenes. So in this way we have dealt with the 3 questions of the 2010 Science CBSE Class 10 paper. I will come up with the solutions of more questions from different years' papers. Thank you.